Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please do well to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. It helps with our YouTube algorithm. Yeah, although this is one of my first video, but it helps with YouTube algorithm. Do well to like, share, comment, and subscribe. What we're gonna be doing here is, as said in the theme, it's a weekly analysis, weekend analysis. Today is Saturday, and as the time is on my screen, it's about 11:50. So I'll be doing basic analysis and what we're expecting in the coming week, starting from Sunday Eve. What we are expecting on these five pairs. Basically, what we're expecting. Please pay rapt attention. I'll be using the trend strategy, and you see clearly top, down, bottom analysis of what we are doing. Starting from AUD USD, the Aussie dollar. We're starting from the Aussie dollar. This is a weekly time frame. Now we've seen from here these points a bullish push, then a bearish, gave us a beautiful double bottom around this beautiful zone here. Very clean, very neat. Double top, then the push downwards, and basically this push here was because of the COVID-19 period where the economy was crazy and markets was really deep and crazy. Now we've had a corrective push to the upside to correct whatever thing that was done there, and then we're now seeing a bullish flag pattern, a clean bullish flag pattern, very neat bullish flag pattern. This was where the fall started. This reacted to this level here, rejected this zone. Now the bullish flag pattern, which gave us a beautiful double bottom here at this price zone, beautiful double bottom. Please don't mind my markups; those are very simple markups. A beautiful double bottom zone here. This is just what you need to see. Haha. This is what beautiful double bottom zone here, and keep your charts clean. It helps you to see a whole lot. I believe with just this short analysis, you've seen a lot. So this gave us a beautiful double bottom, and then we saw the push to the upside. Now we've broken the bullish flag, and we are going to the upside. So what are we expecting this coming week? We go down to the daily. Let's see how the daily closed. Our weekly closed with an go back to the weekly. We see that the weekly closed with a beautiful indecision candlestick, or some people may say a reversal, whatever thing they call it. But this is an indecision candlestick showing that we are supposed to reverse. Price is reacting to this strong resistance zone here. This is a very good resistance zone. Price is reacting to it, so most likely we're expecting to see the push to the downside. I'm in a trade already. I'm holding my positions over the weekend, so most likely we are to see a push to the downside and a shoot to the upside, which is this arrow I've given here. We're supposed to see a push to the downside, a push to the upside. Go down to the daily. Let's see how our daily closed. Now the daily, as what I was saying, was giving us a good structure. See, daily was given. This is pure market structure. With this analysis, you understand everything you need to get. Please pay attention. This is very easy. This is a cheat code, so you can actually make your money this coming week without stress. Trade with the banks, bro. Trade with the banks. This is about 126.8 pips targets, of which now price is rejecting the zone in the AUD USD. So most likely we're expecting a push to the downside. See the daily rejection, 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 rejection. So most likely we're expecting a push to the downside and then a push to the upside. Go down to the 4 hours. What are we seeing? Clear. In our daily, we saw a double top formation. Let's use this tool in our trade view. This gave us a beautiful double top formation. It's giving us a beautiful double top formation. So most likely we may come down to this price level here before we push back to the upside. So we go down to the 4 hours. This shows us all we need. 4 hours is really clean. You've seen the first touch, second touch, then the third touch. Now we're falling beautifully. Beautifully. So I've been holding this trade with about 20 something pip stop loss, of which I know it won't hit. Most likely my trade is going to play out on before the end of Tuesday or Monday. Before the end of Monday, we should have an aggressive push to the downside and a break of this beautiful neckline. And this was my TP1 target. This ellipse here you see was my TP1 target, because here we are going to come and have a good order block, and then we'll be pushing to the upside. We're going to be having a good order block targets around that level where price will come for liquidity grab, then we'll be pushing to the upside. So that is what we're expecting to see from AUD, USD, Aussie dollar this coming week. Like it's pure market structure, it's so clean. Yeah, we move to the next pair, which is the USDJPY. The USDJPY. So what do we have here in the USDJPY? We can see clearly that the market from the weekly, starting top down analysis from the weekly, what did we see? But from the weekly, what did we see in our top down analysis? Go over to the monthly so we can see clearly what market is doing at that price point. So we can see clearly. Now, from the monthly, we've seen that price is rejecting from this strong resistance zone. See the long monthly candlestick. Today is 2nd of April, if I'm not mistaken, 2nd of April. So price rejected in the previous month, which is March. Price rejected this support level. So what are we expecting? We might be expecting a good bearish move this beautiful month of April. We go down to the weekly. Let's see what the weekly is telling us. So the weekly close with a rejection or a push to the downside. We've seen the entire rejection. What is this telling us? That price is rejecting this level. So most likely we should be looking for go over to the daily. What are we seeing in the daily? Now the daily should be telling us something similar to that. I would advise, since we're in a bullish move, we're in a bullish trend, to look for buys, but we would soon be bearish in this pair. Remember, this could be a flag, a bullish flag pattern, of which I think we had a break in the 4 hour. Let's check out what was happening at this point in the 4 hour. Clean. The 4 hour is telling us what we need to see. Now, what are we seeing in the 4 hour? There was a break of structure in the 4 hour. There was a break of trend in the 4 hour. Price broke this point. Then gave us a double bottom here. USDJPY had a good, beautiful double bottom, a little double bottom kind of formation, and now price is skyrocketing to the upside from here. I took this trade on Friday though. So if you took the trade on Friday with me, I took these buys on Friday. This is about 100 plus pips or 100 pips. From this point, I saw the rejection and 140 something pips. I got about 100 plus, not up to 140 something. When I saw this candlestick 4 hour close, I saw this 4 hour close, so I was too sure that we were moving over to the upside. This candlestick here, when I saw the indecision candlestick close, I knew that price, bro, I've seen this and I've seen it over and over. So I knew that, yeah, price was now set to move to the upside. This candlestick, this 4 hour candlestick close, this was a pure reversal candlestick. So I got in aggressively at a beautiful position and I ate of the market. So for now, we're expecting price to go up to this point, give us a kind of double top formation, and probably push to the downside. Remember, we trade what we see. That's why we are naked traders. We may be pushing to the down, beautifully to the downside. That's what I'm expecting price to do. So our people should be waiting, and still going to be taking buys for now. Still going because there's a break of structure. So price wants to respect it, giving us a 90% route. We must have a respect the price respecting that zone. We go back to the 1 hour. Most likely that will be our entry point on Sunday evening or Monday. Don't really advise trading on Sundays or Monday because we're having, remember, price was creating lower lows. Price was giving us higher lows at this point here. higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Then there was a break, a kind of double bottom, then a break. This acted as a resistance, then a break. Now most likely we'll be pushing to the upside, but perhaps we should be seeing a touch to this zone to collect orders around here. This is my entry point. I'll be entering, leave this setup I've kept here, but I'll be entering through price action. Then I know most likely we'll be pushing from there. I know most likely we'll be pushing from there to the upside. Then we move over to the next pair, which is the AUDJPY, AUDJPY, JPY. One of the pairs I love, AUDJPY, still has the same formation with the USDJPY. Same formation, same clean formation, same clean formation. Top down analysis is king. Follow your higher time frame. That's what most people say. As a naked trader, you follow your higher time frame, not what's your mind, and you trade with what you see. See price rejected off this. Let's use the monthly time frame. That chart is crazy. It's now we can see that this has been forming a kind of upside down head and shoulder. So yeah, most likely we'll be looking for buys, but price rejected from this zone. So what are we expecting? If you see this pattern, it looks like a high monthly upside down head and shoulder, upside down head and shoulder. So look at this, look at this. Using this instrument here, you can actually see our monthly upside down head and shoulder formation. Sorry, that was a mistake. So monthly upside down head and shoulder. That's it. Exactly. So most likely we are pushing to the up. So we're expecting an upward push because there was a break in this trend. Now let's go back to the weekly. What are we seeing in the weekly? A bullish structure. Price respected this zone here and broke this trend line. Now, with the previous week closed with a rejection, go back to the daily, you see. Previous week closed with a serious rejection to the downside. Now what does that rejection mean? And this rejection happened with a break of structure. This rejection happened with a break of trend. We'll go back to the 4-hour time frame. A break of trend. Rejection happened with a break of trend, and price is now moving to the. This was simple trade, simple. See, patience, patience, patience. So this structure happened. We broke structures here and we pushed to the upside. So most likely we are still expecting price to push to the upside. So now what are you seeing? It is clear from the chart that price is still bullish. We are breaking structures, bro. We are breaking structures. So on Monday or Sunday evening, I'm looking for buys. I'm expecting price to buy and buy and buy and buy on AUDJPY. We'll be buying, and then we'll be buying. And also, it's really happened because of the news in Japan. In Japan, didn't really follow the news though, but that happened. And most likely, we may be buying from this zone here. See this zone? This zone looks like a beautiful zone for a good buy. Beautiful zone for a good buy. You can take your buy. Weekly rejection. Then we push to the upside. Price respecting 90% rule because there was a break of structure. So most likely we will dance, tap here and to the upside. Boom. This is about clean. This is about you'll be having about 200 plus pips to catch. That's more than enough for the week if you are a day trader. We move to the next pair, which is the NZDUSD. One of my best pairs, NZDUSD. NZDUSD, and we'll be doing our top down analysis from the weekly, starting from the weekly, which gives us a clear look of whatever thing was happening during the week. Haha, I love this. I love this. This is so clean. Now, please, sorry for all this mess. That was my Zoom class I had earlier with my students. I had to show them that. So, what are we seeing in this time frame? Now, We saw the rally, we saw the rally, we saw the rally, we saw the push to the downside. Now we've seen price correcting, giving us a bullish pattern, then gave us a bullish flag to correct to this zone to catch liquidity here. Now we are correcting back to the upside, we're pushing back to the upside. So most likely we are going to break this trend. We go back to the daily time frame. We go back to the daily time frame. We are seeing price reacting to our trend there, giving us a kind of double uh top formation. Go back to the 4 hours. That's why I love. I'm still in a trade. I'm holding this trade over the week. It was a clean setup, so clean, my lord, so clean, so clean. The setup was good, and we had rejections from this price points here. We had rejection one, rejection two, rejection three, rejection one. This was too much. This was too much confluence. Rejection two. We had rejection one, rejection two, and rejection three. So that's why I got in with minimal stop loss of about 16 pips. You can see that's my first entry, 16 pips. Stacked orders, mind you, don't mind what you're seeing there. I stack orders beautifully good lot size. See, there's money to catch, pick from the table. There's money to be made. Money must be made, Things are getting harder and harder. Life is easy with Forex. You can actually make money. So what are we expecting in this new week? This new week, I'm expecting price to push reject at this level here. Price should to push to the downside, and price will be with this. You can easily see what's going on, man. You can see fully price will be breaking structures at this level to the upside to hit our overall trend line, this point here, overall trend line. So this is what I'm expecting to see this week in the NZD USD. And remember, the USD was pushing down because at this point here USD was now strong, so we've seen the push to the downside, most likely price. So at this point here, around this level, I'll be looking for my buys. I'll exit these trades and I'll be looking for price to push to the downside. But most likely, if price doesn't respect this trend line and breaks below, I'll be looking for a good point to retest this price level, this trend line, probably retest this trend line, and then we push to the downside, and price should push to the downside. So that's what I'm expecting to see. Price should do that. Now we go over to our last pair, which is the GBP AUD, which has been one of my best pairs for a while now. GBP AUD. You see, NZDUSD, I didn't look at the 1 hour because 4 hour from top down analysis, you may not even need to look at your 1 hour. It tells you exactly what to do. GBP AUD, we are starting from the monthly time frame. Yeah, let's go, guys. So clear, so clear. We've been bearish, so bearish. We've been so bearish. Now we broke it. We broke this kind of a neckline zone here. We broke it beautifully well. We broke this neckline, these points here. We broke it. So we are looking for sales. GBP AUD is selling. GBP AUD is selling. My guy, GBP AUD will be selling down to this level, to this zone. Remember zone to zone trading, guys. We are naked traders. This gave us a double top formation here. So price is pushing to the downside. Price is pushing to the downside. But let's go back to our lower time frame. We may be having something different. Remember, this is a new month, so we may have probably the monthly, week rejections and whatever. So let's see what we're expecting. Going down to the weekly, what are we seeing in the weekly? We've seen price still bearish though. Price is still bearish. The previous week closed bearish. So what are we expecting this week? A good bearish move. The bears are still in the market and the price is getting stronger and stronger. But there was a rejection at this level. This is a weekly support zone. So there was a rejection. These are rejections. These are rejection one. Price respected that rejection. Rejection here. Rejection at this point here too. So that's rejection two. Rejection three. Rejection three. Yeah, the week closed with a little rejection. So I don't know. For now, let's go back to the daily and let's see how the daily started reacting to that zone. So most likely we may be taking for buys. Oh, it's still going to be bearish. This is what I see. Look at this now. Let me use the trends so we'll know where we are. I still see a good bearish look. There's no break of structure, mind you. Price is still bearish. Price is still bearish, heavily bearish, my guy. So most likely we are still gonna be bearish in this zone. So we are still bearish. Go back to the 4 hour. What are we seeing in the 4 hour? Can you see? Can you see the 4 hour? Not in any trade, yes, in GBPAUD. GBPAUD is at a serious zone, so I didn't take trades. I took my trades around here. I'm not taking a trade yet here, but this was a clean confirmation. See the rejections in the 4 hour at that level. See the rejection, see the rejection, see the rejection. Then boom, price drop, and we are still dropping. We are still creating lower lows. We are still creating lower highs, still lower highs, still lower highs. We are still creating lower highs. Hasn't broken the previous one, higher high, so most likely price is still dropping at this zone. So I'll be expecting sales. I can't be going for buys, so most likely we'll be selling down on GBPAUD soon. Please, I think that's all for the pairs that we're supposed to analyze. We are still bearish. Look at the move. We are still bearish. Look at the rejection. We are still bearish. We are still bearish. Still creating lower lows. Still creating lower highs. Still creating lower highs. Still creating lower highs. Lower highs. Lower highs. Double rejection. 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 So clean and clear. Rejection. Rejection. So clean, man. We are still creating lower highs, and see, look at this point. Lower high. Good lower high. At this price level. Lower high. This is a good lower high. Didn't break to the upside, didn't break this zone, still created a lower high, then drop, retested this level, this price point here, retested this price point, came down to retest this point, then dropped to the downside. So we are still heavily bearish in GBP AUD. Most likely I'll be taking my trades at the retest of this point. When price breaks this point and comes back to retest, I'll be taking my trades around that. Come back to retest this price level, I'll be taking my trade to the downside, which will be a sell. So my bias is a sell. So that is it for this. Please, if you like this video, do also comment, subscribe. Please give us a thumbs up. A thumbs up, not a thumbs down. God bless. See you in the next video. Thanks.